Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Saskia and I have just finished my first year of a psychology degree. We did it! Today we got our semester 2 results back and I was going to film a live reaction. Well, I wasn't going to film a live reaction because I thought I'd cry. I don't normally react too emotionally to things, but I was really disappointed with one of my grades from this semester. And I just wasn't sure. I didn't think it was me good. So I thought I'd go through with you my grades, just to give you an idea of kind of how I did, and how you can also do. Just to preface this, I'm not bragging, and you'll know I'm not bragging when we get to the low one. But I just kind of want to give you an idea of what my grades at A-level IB equated to at uni. So at A-level/IB, I got all A stars. And the jump to university for me wasn't difficult. For me, wasn't like a big jump from sixth form. It felt very doable. Now that may have been because it was online. That may have been just because I have a good brain. Like I'm very good at exams. This isn't. I'm good at remembering information and I'm very good at essays. I don't know why, I just am. But basically I thought I'd do a mini live reaction so you get some kind of live reaction of my grade breakdown. So it's 2 o'clock, the grade breakdowns come out today. So I've got all of my module marks and I have all of my marks for each assignment that I did except from 2. So I know roughly what I've got because I know what they pulled my module mark up to, but I don't know what exactly I've got. So I've done 8 modules. I've done Intro to Psych, Research Methods 1, Psychology of Attractiveness, Thinking Psychologically, Research Methods 2, Behavioural Neuroscience, Psychology of Mental Health, Individual Differences, and that's 8. So the ones I'm looking at today, well, in a second, will be Behavioural Neuroscience as in part 2, what I got in that, and Psychology of Mental Health as in also part 2, what I got in the actual like exam period assessment. So I vlogged myself doing the exams. It was a bit of a mess. I didn't feel very good about them. Well, I felt good about the mental health one, and my grade I think reflects that from what I've seen in my overall grade, because let's just see. We've logged in assessment marks and classifications. I would assume first year doesn't count for anything, so this isn't really relevant, but let's have a look. Let's have a little live reaction. Also, my desk is wonky. That's just how it is. Oh, so this has a complete breakdown of everything. Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what I was wanting. Yeah, the other one not so much, but it's just how it is sometimes. So, yeah, that's the reaction. Not that you know what I've reacted to, but basically I've got an entire sheet of my module title, assessment, due date, percentage, mark out of 100, mark type, weighting, and code. So I will now go through all of this for all of my modules, how everything was broken down, what grades I got, and whether I'm happy with them. I'm not, just a hint for some of them, and by some of them I mean quite a few, but I am happy with some of them. So yeah, live reaction, not very interesting. I don't really react. I say that, but I do react sometimes. So let's start with semester 1. Semester 1 I did Thinking Psychologically, Intro to Psych, Research Method 1, and Psychology of Attractiveness. I didn't enjoy semester 1. Yeah, I didn't enjoy semester 1. So I will start with Thinking Psychologically. In Thinking Psychologically, we did an individual essay. The individual essay was worth 57%. We then did research participation. For all of them, pretty much we have research participation that's worth 2%, so it will not quite add up to 100% in terms of each module. But yeah, Thinking Psych, we had 57.5% an individual essay, and then 40% was a group presentation. So first thing we did with the essay, This was the first ever thing I did at uni. First ever grade I got back, and I got 78. Highest mark I've got while being at uni, and it was the first ever mark I got. I'm very proud of that. Considering I had no idea what I was doing, we weren't really told how to write an essay, we weren't really told anything, that is a good grade. I'm content with that. So then for the second part of that module, we had group work. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, don't like group work, didn't like this project. Project itself was fine. No one else really did much work. Like our grade was okay. We ended up with a 68, which is fine, I'm happy with that, all good. But it just wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy working with a group that, let's just say I didn't enjoy working with that group. Or just working in a group full stop. So those two together, my combined overall module grade for that module was then 75%. So that's quite good. I'm quite happy with that because my essay was worth more than the presentation, and the essay I did alone, so it actually reflected my abilities. So that was a good module. Then we have Research Methods 1. So Research Methods 1, we had a research proposal worth 30% within a group. This was the only group work that was tolerable. My group were actually nice, they actually tried, and in this we got 65%. So research methods is dumb because it's, you get normally distributed. So we technically got 72% or something, but then because other people did well as well, we got pushed down to 65. So it's dumb, so we got 65%, not happy with that. Like, that's fine, but just not happy with the normal distribution. Then, here's where we get unhappy. We did like a computational task. It's just pure maths. It was 6 maths questions, and it was worth 67%. I'm not confident with maths, but I thought I did good. I got 68 in that, which is fine, but I didn't actually get 68. I was awarded a 68, but in the actual maths test itself, I got 86%. Or no, I got 88%. So I was normally distributed down 20%. Yeah, that sucks. I hate research methods. It's really annoying. It has no external validity at all. Ruining my degree classification. We're not happy. So that means that my final average for research methods was 66 in semester 1, which I'm not happy with, quite frankly. I'm not happy with the normal distribution. Hate it full stop. Then we had Intro to Psych. This is where it gets bad. This is why I wasn't going to make this video originally, because of how disgustingly different these grades are to the ones that when I did my work on my own. So we basically had to make 2 posters, 2 academic posters in groups that we were assigned to. My group was awful. Like, first of all, it took ages to actually get the group to listen and to come into the group. As in, we had to track them down ourselves. So I sent emails out, I got about 5 people in our group. 1 person took ages to join. 3 people had literally dropped out of the uni. No one thought to tell us that 3 people had dropped out and wouldn't help us with the poster. So we were supposed to have a group of 10, we ended up with a group of 6. They just took a while to do things. The poster itself was not academic looking. The posters were bad. That's what I'm going to tell you. The posters were really not good, and yeah, they were awful. I don't blame myself for that because the bits that I did were all marked fine. Like in the first poster, I didn't like how it looked, so I took over in the second poster and I did the formatting, I did the referencing. Those bits were all fine. Those bits all scored well. It was the content itself that scored poorly, and our lecturer explicitly said don't use Simply Psychology because it's not a reliable source. Like, you use journals, that's how you do things. Yeah, no, my group used Simply Psych twice. So our first poster was worth 40% and then we got 58. Awful. Second poster was worth 57% and we got an even lower grade, we got 55. Hate my group, hate group work, hate that module. Yeah, my average for that was then 57. So 20% less than in Thinking Psych because I was working in a group. whose fault was it that my grade was low? You know, I'll let you decide when you see all my individual grades that maybe it wasn't me that pulled the group down. Then we had psychology of attractiveness. This, we only had one exam. We had an essay worth 92%, and then we also had like multiple choice questions that we did every week that were worth 5%. So I got 5% for free, and then also 2% from research credit. So I had 7% like secured at 100%, if that makes sense. And then my essay, I got a 68, which is okay, but we didn't really get any feedback. Like, I could have arranged a one-to-one to discuss the feedback, but shouldn't your lecturer just give you feedback? They're kind of getting, I don't understand that. Like, my first essay with my tutor in thinking psych, I got so much feedback. The other essays I've got have literally just been like, here's a grade, it's not the best. So yeah, so then my grade for psychology of attractiveness was a 70. So I got a 75, a 66, a 57 and a 70 in semester 1. Not happy with the 66 or the 57. The 57 is obviously the worst one. Happy with the 75, and the 70 is okay. Like, that's how we feel about semester 1. Then we have semester 2, which is the one I just did. So we will start with research methods, because it's the one I cried about. So we had a research proposal. We had a research proposal worth about 30%. This was good. I got a 78 in this. Props to me, I did good in that. Then we had a report, and this was worth 70%. I did not do so good here. I didn't do bad, but considering I thought it was quite good, I then got a 65, which isn't bad, but I had looked at that and thought that was at least a 68. But it turns out I'd done pretty much all of my stats wrong. Don't know how, because again, the feedback didn't really say much. But yeah, not happy with that one. And then that took my average to like a 69.5, and I got rounded down to a 69. I didn't get my 70. I didn't get my first in research methods because I got rounded down. So yeah, I got 69 in research methods. Not very happy, but it's how it is. First, it doesn't count. I just cry about it later. Then psychology of mental health. This one I was annoyed at. We had an essay worth 30% that was 500 words. It was a stupid essay, didn't make any sense. And I got 62. That was bad. I thought my essay was fine, but my lecturer didn't like it, and I guess that's just how it is. Don't really know what was wrong with it. But then when you look at the difference in my second essay that I handed in, an essay that was worth 70%, 1,500 words, much nicer, I then got a 78. What changed between those two essays to make me improve 16%? Nothing. Yeah, so I got 78 in the assessment, which I'm very happy with. I did vlog that one, and I didn't really like the questions, but I did feel like my essay was really good. As in, I looked at my essay and I thought, yeah, I was proud of that essay. But then also, I was relatively proud of my first essay, and my lecturer shot me down with a 62, so wasn't expecting anything, but would have been disappointed if I didn't get first. So that got me an average of a 73 in psychology of mental health. I'm happy with that. Wasn't really expecting much, but also knew I deserved more, does that make sense? Then we have behavioural neuroscience. We had short answer questions that we had to answer. They were 57%, and I got a 72 in that, which, quite happy with that. That was fine. I think I got normally distributed up, actually. Normally I get normally distributed down because I'm not in the top like percentage of the class in research methods, but in this one, I think I only actually got like 66 or 68, and then I got normally distributed up to a 72. So I am happy with that normal distribution, but I'm not happy with normal distribution in general. Then we had an essay, which I also vlogged, and I thought I did okay, but in my essay, I got 65, which honestly is fine. Wasn't expecting much, because I didn't understand the question. I didn't go to those lectures all term. Like, I didn't go to those lectures, didn't understand the content. I didn't know the answer to the question. I made it all up. I included some fancy words, and it did the job. So yeah, that gave me a 65. So then my average for research methods was a 70, which is quite nice because it's just into my first. And then the final module is individual differences. So this one was assessed stupidly. We wrote an essay that was worth 36%. We then had to do corrections for 12% on that essay. So like your corrections would be like how much you would improve your essay by. So if you got like a 50 and you improved your essay by like loads, your corrections would give you like a 60. So my essay was a 68 and my corrections were then a 72. So I didn't actually improve my essay much, but it was fine. We then had to make multiple choice questions. Stupid. Hated it, didn't understand it. How do you know what a good multiple choice question is? How do I know? Like, why were mine worthy of the grade they were given? I don't understand that. We also got like no feedback on them, which doesn't make sense. So for them I also got 72, which means that my average for individual differences was a 71. So I'm not unhappy. I already know I'm gonna have people in the comments being like, oh, you should be more grateful for this. Hold up. We all have different expectations. We all have different levels that we expect to be at. We all have different abilities. Don't tell me to be happy with something. I'm generally happy. I'm not happy with a few bits, but that's fine. That's just how it is sometimes. I'm not gonna panic about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. But I now kind of know roughly where I sit, which means that when we go into second year, I kind of know how to write like an essay that will get me a 78 or a research proposal that will get me a 78. So I think I'm set for second year, unless exams are in person. Then yeah, if exams are in person, I don't think I'm gonna be able to write an essay that's gonna get me a 78, because I don't really know what I'm doing. So in all of my final grades, I have a 75, a 66, a 57, 70, 69, 73, 70 and 71. Let's see, what's my average grade? I bet it's gonna not be quite a first because of that 57. 75 plus 66 plus 57 plus 70 plus 69 plus 73 plus 70 plus 71 divided by 8. Yeah, my average is a 68.8. So I'm going to say 69 and I'm going to round that up to a 70. Because if we hadn't had that group work project that got me the 57, without the 57, right? Without the 57, my average grade is a 71. So I'm going to ignore the 57 and say I'm ignoring the 57. My average is a 70 because that's what I want it to be. That's what I can emotionally take at the minute. That's what I can emotionally manage. So yeah, that is what I got. I'm okay with it. You know, I don't really get emotional. Like loads of other people who film these videos and they're streaming with tears down their face. Yeah, I got what I got. Could be worse. I only cry if I do bad. I don't cry if I do well. As in last IB results day, I cried because I didn't get an A star. I cried because I got an A. I cried for hours about that. I don't cry if I do well. So yeah, I did well. That's uni, I guess. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you want to see more thrilling content like this of me sitting here and hating group work, you know, just let me know. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, come watch me doing nothing for the next few weeks. And I'll see you at some point soon.